I keep trying to fix the unfixable. I just need to learn how to let you go. You're never gonna change, and now I know. All it took was for me to hit an all-time low. Cause I'm done with teaching. If you don't even wanna learn, maybe I'm dreaming. Maybe I can't have it all. History's repeating. We're just going in circles. I feel like I'm chasing a chimera. Ooh, 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 a chimera. Ooh, 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 a chimera.夢が大きすぎたのかな。君は君でいるまま。無理やり直せないのなら、もっとリアルに考え直す。Cause I'm done with chasing. 直したくないの。Maybe I'm dreaming. そろそろ起きないと History's repeating. 問題の繰り返し I feel like I'm hunting a chimera.
What's up? What's good evening, everyone? This is your Tito Kura, and we are streaming Ragnarok Landverse by Gravity Game Hub or whatsoever. I think this is from Gravity. Yes, of course. This is the official server of Ragnarok Online and the very first Ragnarok play to earn in Ronin network. So right now, while we are waiting for the opening of the Ragnarok Landverse Genesis, we will continue grinding here in Ragnarok Global. So without further ado, let's do this. Once again, guys, if you have any question about this game, you can try to comment down below. Anything you would like to ask, we will try to help you or guide you in the game. Let's go. So I decided to create a hunter here for the union system, and of course I'm going to use this for the hunting someday. Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, so the purchase for the packages gonna end like in like 20 like 30 hours, well 28 hours pretty much, plus minus.
All right. Okay. I think we're good. Let's get started. Let us turn
Alright.
mute the music, I guess. Or should we just leave the music on anyway?
Yeah, just
You,
can't
you
hear
can
anything.
you can have a like frontier or background music if you want.
So yeah, I think I'll just start from the questions that I'm sure everyone's like looking
My
for.
volume
So
is low. Wait,
I can't hear you
is it better?
maybe
Hello?
I think it's because of your music, so maybe you have to
Okay.
turn it off.
Okay. Works.
Yeah.
All right, welcome everyone. To the official like ask me anything about like Ragnarok Landverse Genesis. Hopefully everyone loved the masterpiece of my art. Hope I promise it's gonna be better next time. But like for this time, it's gonna be as this. Okay, let's go through. Like before. Like let's go through all the questions first. And then, like after that, we would just update on the pre-sale packs, like what are the perks and what kind of boxes you should buy. Unfortunately, the gold packages are already sold out, but we still have like bronze and silver left. After that, we will talk about the different of what kind of adjustments we did in the CBT2, as well as like what you can expect on the Grand Launch, and a new quest system that gonna come with the Grand Launch quest as well.
So yeah, let's start from the
Like
questions
maybe
that
we can just do like a viewers, like from the latest one, scroll up, I guess.
I'll just keep scrolling. So like I think there's many like questions that asking about like the packages for it, like okay, so I'll just give you brief info. So the package, the pre-sale package, gonna end in like tomorrow within like 28 hours from now. So if you haven't get it, just get it. There's on Maxion Marketplace and Skyma with Ronin store. So there's like locations on both places. So you can go look for the bronze and the silver. The gold one is like already out. So yeah. So Darin, can you clarify like in each packages? There's just a release of like max points, right? So can you clarify on like what's the max point and what's the thing in those boxes? Yeah.
Okay. Let me change my screen a bit. Um,
So while waiting, there's like three packages, bronze at like 30 USD C per box. There's silver that 100 USDC per box, and the gold one is like 300 USDC per box. There's you still can purchase the gold from the Maxion marketplace, I think, if later if someone sell it. But for now, yeah, it's run out. Yeah. Um, while waiting for Jorin, let's I'll look
okay.
at. Yep. Okay.
So I think like let's talk about like the pre-sales a bit on why and what max point that like make everyone excited. So basically, we wanted to like do a pre-sale a very like different way from the others. Like normally in Web3, right, like when we're just gonna say like a successful pre-sales, you need to sell like as little, like create as much hype as you can, and then like hopefully like fully allocated, um and then like sold out in seconds, right? And then like have like a kind of like hype around it, and then like people like trade around it, right? The reason we sell the pre-sale packs is quite different. We wanted to get, you know, like we wanted to allow everyone that wanted to play the game, and then, you know, like able to get what they wanted to play, right? So the pre-sale pack is for that exact purpose. And, you know, we didn't actually wanted to hype anything. We want to just, you know, like sell it slowly. It doesn't matter if it's sold out or not, but we wanted people to, you know, want to play the games. You know, like wanted to have like some, you know, quality life on playing the game, you know, able to buy and, you know, like enjoy the games, right? But we also understand, like, you know, like the Web3 narrative, right?
What's
So
up, Tito Ram? Good
we
evening.
make sure
AMA
that
tayo ng Ragnarok
the
Genesis.
benefits that come with the pre-sale boxes is more than enough for
What's
everyone,
up, Tinker
right? For people
Dextore?
that play the games, that they don't need to be a speculator. They can just buy the pre-sale box, get in the game, and enjoy the game.
Nakikinig lang
And
tayo
that is
guys
what
ng
our, you know, like
AMA
main
program
priority is
ng
for the pre-sale box. We
Ragnarok
wanted
Genesis.
to, you know, like have a very community focus.
Opening na kasi siya
You know, just
sa
let people
28.
enjoy the game
Kamusta
without
Tito Ram?
just fully speculating on the games, right? I think like that is what have been missing in the space for quite a while. That's, and hence that we wanted to, you know, like build this very different way of like doing like pre-sales. So if you just buy any kind of pre-sales, play the game, reach to certain levels, trade, you know, like just play the game, right? You will basically able to get most of your, or even like in profit levels from what you spend in the
So ito ang
pre-sale
kanilang
boxes, right? From
AMA
the max point. So I'm just gonna scroll
para
down, explain
tayong
a bit on
madagdag ng
that. You know, if you
information
buy a pre-sale box, you get
sa
first the
opening
item itself
ng
worth
Ragnarok
more than, you know, like more than box itself already, right?
Genesis.
If you buy the gold box, you get like one of the best title in the game, which is like King 5, you know, all 5 stats. And then, you know, like have a nice costume, you can just walk around with it, and a lot of like, you know, like moonstone for people, for you to start playing as well. For many people that don't know about Ragnarok much, many stuff that is in the pre-sale box, people also, you know, like resale on like P2P marketplace, on the Maximum marketplace as well. The stone is mintable, the costume is mintable, and as well as, you know, if you were lucky, you know, like you get a the right costume, then, you know, like you're able to sell for more as well, right? So that is the first value that you get from the resale box. The second is that you're also able to get century tokens if you reach a certain milestones. Right. For people that, you know, like, you know, have been a fan of century companies, the century tokens that give out to players in Landverse is gonna be bought back from the markets, right? So everything we do, we wanted to create a sustainable economy, not just, you know, like yeah, let's just keep printing tokens and, you know, like just give out to players again and again. So that's what we wanted to do, you know, create a good economy, a good closed loop economy that sustain the company itself. So
So yeah, Turin,
oh,
just
sorry.
yeah, sorry. I just there's a since we talk about the costume and the titles, right? There's questions about like the title. Can you mint it? Like, can you mint the title?
No, the titles is not mintable. The reason here is that we wanted to we there's a lot of like, you know, like speculation in the boxes already. You know, like with the costume, with the stone itself, and the title itself is, the purpose of it is that you have the best title in the game and you should use it, right? And if you buy multiple boxes, the title is also, you know, like a character bound. So you basically able to use that, you know, like different titles for different characters to build a union system, which is one of the core, how to progress your account as well. So, you know, having a, let's say you have like 10 gold boxes, or, you know, like 10 silver boxes, then you can, you know, farm the next characters much faster, and, you know, like build your progressions, build your character progressions much faster, able to climb up to the harder dungeon, you know, reach into a deeper dungeon that no one able to reach, and you can farm the nicest items, you know, like farm Seni, and then you can also mint out those Seni and sell it on the marketplace as well. So the way, you know, like how to earn in this game is not straightforward, but it's the fun part, right? Like, you know, the Ragnarok game itself, you know, earning is part of the gaming me since 20 years ago, right, until today. So I'm not gonna say that like play to earn is not good here and there. People can earn from game, but you need to know how to play the game and you need to learn about the economy of the game as well. So it's not gonna be as easy that you just just keep clicking and then get token and then you repeat that, right? But that's part of the games, right? That is how you make games fun. Make the experience of the game fun. Yeah. So hopefully that answered the question.
Yeah, I think just the moonstone is already worth like 60% of the each box, right? And then the rest is like more like bonuses. Yeah. What about like there's like the random gacha box, right? I'm sure everyone who plays Ragnarok loves gacha. What is in the gacha? I think like
So the premium pre-sale random box, right? So it comes with a bunch of stuff, which like some scrolls, some cool consumables that you can use in game. But the most expensive thing that comes with the random pre-sale box is the Entrance coin. The Entrance coin is a coin that you need 10 of them to exchange for one of the best costume in the game. Even though I say the best costume in the game, the stat is pretty, it's one of the best. You get like a 1+ or stats with like a 2%, 4% more damage to like MVP. But the best part here is that it looks nice, right? So if you do some maths here, there will be some of the basically. If every single package is sold out, probability wise, there's probably gonna be just I don't know, not too many of this like costume, right? So it's gonna be very rare. And if anyone, it doesn't matter what like boxes you bought. If you get this coin, I think it's almost guaranteed that like you already cover more than the boxes itself, not including the bonus of the like in-game utilities, the tokens that you can get after you reach the levels as well. So yeah, a lot of like fun stuff that is coming.
all right. So yeah, everyone looking forward for that box, right? Okay, so the max point, we already go through it. I'm sure. How do you like reach like how you unlock the potential of the max point you earn? Like how many ways that we can go through with it?
Yeah. So our idea here is if you play the game, if you enjoy the game, you don't even need to think about like when it's gonna be unlocked, right? So the usage of the unlock will be unlocked by two ways. First is you're able to unlock partially of the max points, the usage of it, starting from level 90 to level 100. So basically max level of the servers. Or another way is that if you basically like trading on marketplace a lot, then that is also a way to actually unlock like the max point early on as well. So to play this game, you can be a merchant or a farmer, right? So that's how
What's up, Mr. Kasi?
how like
Yes,
the
Ragnarok
game economy
Genesis
works.
will
And
be
if you just play
the
the game,
for me is the best server of
eventually you
Ragnarok
get to unlock
Online.
all of them, and you don't need to worry
This is the
anything about it.
play to earn Ragnarok Online, by the way, and this is the official server
And
of
yeah,
Ragnarok.
so is there
One of the
the
official
limit
server.
of like max
First
point
play
is
to
like
earn from
3,000,
Ronin
right?
Network.
Sure.
Yeah, so
Like,
per account we limited is worth around like 10
I'm
gold
there.
boxes.
I'm
So
in
if
the
you
Discord, by
like
the way,
redeem more than
listening to
that, then you
the
might need to create a
AMA.
second characters or a second account, or basically like find a way to redeem more of it. So yeah, that's the way right now. The reason we have this because we need to
This is
basically
live, by the way, in the
safeguard
Discord
like
channel.
a single character, single like max account, and then just buy every single
We are just
max
gathering
point
news
on
from the
market and
AMA.
then just redeem all of it, right? That's not what we wanted to get.
yeah, I think people always find a flaw in the games or in the system. So
And you can trade the,
Yeah.
the pre-sale boxes in game. Yes. You can trade all the pre-sale boxes in game as well.
okay. What about like, so what about lands? I'm sure like everyone's like looking for the land, right? Like after the points, then there's a land. What is it? What is it? Like everyone loved the black picture like blur. What is the land?
Yeah.
What?
So
Yeah.
so you know, if the purpose of the land and the pre-sale boxes is very different. The pre-sale boxes, we wanted to like make sure people are able to enjoy the game, while also like create a sustainable economy for like Maxon itself, the company itself, the game itself, right? Just wanted to the way I look into the whole like game in Web3 games is is either like if you want to build a game that just more on like a DeFi game, a Ponzi game, then there's a way, right? Like there are demand for that. But for me, I wanted to create a game that actually is sustainable, not just keep printing token to like sustain a game and players. That's why like we create this, right? And for the Genesis land mint, I have been hinting a bit on the informations on what we can expect. The land sale will be consist of like 1,000. There's gonna be like a total supply of 1,000 lands, and the mint price is gonna be 100 USD. So it's gonna be reachable for most of the players. The first priority that the team have been thinking is we wanted to put the lands into the people that plays the game, right? But at the same time, not every single land gonna be for the players. There are gonna be a partial of the land sales, guarantee lists for communities, for collaborations as well. But majorities of the land should be in the hands of people that play the games, right? That's how we look into it. And for about what actually lands come with, right? If you play the Landverse generations before, it's gonna be quite different. The way you look into land is that it's a private space that you able to gain a bunch of benefits, make your gaming life easier, and as well as the most important thing is like for example a seasonal buff, right? A seasonal buff could be something, for example, you gain a buff that for a certain chance to kill certain monsters, you might drop a token in game. So I think that is a good lead for every landholders. That is just like the seasonal buff will be rotating every month, and each month you get different buff as well as different way to use it. The land itself can be upgraded, so there's gonna be 3 tiers. The first tier you need only 1 land. The second tier you need 2 of the like the first tier. The third tier you need 2 of the second tier. So in total, if you want to have like the highest tier of the land, you need 4 lands, right? And if everyone just gonna buy everything, then the total supply of the land would be 250. The land itself have a expanding its own game in its own meta game. So it's not just gonna be inside the game benefits. It's gonna be outside the game benefits as well. So yeah, outside of that, stay tuned. We don't want to leak too much on the like the utilities of the land itself. But you can imagine like some seasonal buff come where you just attack the MVP boards, and then you're able to get like certain meme coin in Ronin ecosystem or different like tokens that partner with us.
And that's the not leak too much, right? I think that's almost everything.
Yeah, it is way too much. But yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's not just gonna be in game. The land itself is gonna come with in-game benefits, of course, and outside of the game benefits as well.
So can you trade it? Like can you mint and trade it?
Yes, the land is freely tradable. Is a fully NFT or 159. So you can trade with your friends. You can merge with your friends. Hopefully your friends not gonna like just raku you. Yeah. So we're gonna have outside from that, we're gonna have like many custom monsters as well. Actually, I think we can leak a bit here, but please don't tell anyone, right? Let me see if I can leak anything here.
Can we go to the next topic? I don't want Jaren to like leak everything.
Let me find first.
Okay, guys, we'll go to the next topic.
Okay, let's just go to the next question first. It's fine.
Okay. So yeah, there's people asking for extending the leaderboard from 100 to 150.
We might think about it, but right now it's gonna be a top 100.
Okay. Oh yeah, beginner guide. So I'm sure like there's many people that like when I play myself, I was like, this game is so hard for beginner. Like there's so many things. Is there gonna be like beginners like guide, or is there any way that you can like make life easier for newbies?
I mean, the game itself, I wouldn't say hard. It's just deep, right? Like if you imagine if you just like first day get on board into PC, start playing Dota 2 or like the League of Legends. The game is hard and it's competitive, right? So it's not easy, but that's why like MMORPG is one of the most exciting fun genre in the game as well. For new onboarding players, we have multiple ways to support them. For example, we know that a lot of like many players actually have a feedbacks around CBT2 is actually not playable. It's very hard. The Seni consumption is too high. We heard that feedbacks, but we also wanted to tell everyone that the number one reason that everyone feels like the game is very hard is because the CBT2 the service is actually on a 3x experience EXP, and everyone just like have full buff and just like speed up and like just go to the like hardest monster that can, and hence like they spend all the Senis and not able to farm properly, right? So in CBT, in OBT, you need to learn how to play easier. But on top of that, we have heard all your feedbacks that like for new players it's harder. So what we actually solve here is that we're gonna have a level up reward. So each like for example like 10 levels, you'll get a lot of stuff to actually make your life easier. For example, like once you reach level 10, you might get free consumables. Level 20, you also get free consumables. So ideally, if you play it right, you don't even need to buy a single consumable until you probably like level 80 or level 90. So that will make most of the new players' experience much easier. But the way you need to know that to actually farm Zenis, right? Or like try to progress in your characters, you couldn't just keep leveling up without like make your characters stronger, right? In CBT2, people don't even like do like better equipments. They don't even hunt equipments. They don't upgrade the characters, and they just go straight to the next like level of monsters and say that it's not possible to stay in that range, right? So you need to slowly climb up and progress your characters, and that way like you can enjoy like how to improve your characters. There are different way to improve your characters. You're able to reset your stats for free until you've certain levels, so it would be easier, as well as the penalty for experience point after like you run out of stamina is reduced as well. It used to be 70%. Right now we reduce it to 50%. So it will be easier to level without stamina. So that is a lot of improvements we added in the after the CB2 feedbacks. Make sure that new players able to enjoy the game, and hardcore players also able to enjoy the games as well.
So yeah, I think people asking about like the land rate, like when is the mint, and when can people like start trading the packages that they bought during pre-sales.
Yeah, actually, I mean, since it is NFT, you can already actually like trade it P2P right now if you wanted to. But the official, like it's gonna be on Ronin store. It's probably gonna be 1 to 2 weeks after the like grand launch. The reason here is that we wanted people to enjoy the game first, and then once people like enjoy the game, there's some resellers, then you can find in the market as well. So I'm not sure like what is gonna be the resale price. It could be higher, it could be lower, but the idea here is that if the price actually goes lower, there's a obvious arbitraging strategies here if you play the games, right? So there's that is also a way to earn in a way.
Okay, so there's if you want to trade, right, you have to be VIPs. Is that in the previous patches, Ragnarok Landverse, you need VIPs to trade, right? Is it gonna be the same here? There's a people asking like, would this hinder the entry for free players if you need VIPs to like trading and selling?
Yeah, so the reason here is like the way Genesis work, the game itself works is very different, right? If you play Ragnarok before, if you play a lot of like different private servers, or like if you're used to this 20 years IP, right? The way the game works 20 years ago until the recent games servers is very different. When we started, like if anyone is studying here, or if anyone is a which is people that actually play MMORPG, like MMORPG used to be a very grindy like experience, right? You play, you sit in front of screen, you play for 16 hours a day, doing nothing, make sure that like get to the highest levels, right? But the time passed, and like the genre of the game actually make people life easier, right? And like that's why hence it come to Genesis right now. But usually revenues from games, especially in the MMO, right, is all about like how could you basically extract from like the biggest spender as much as you can, and then just give most of the like power leveling, like just like overpowered, let the whales overpower everyone. So that is the biggest source of the revenues, right? For Genesis, we look at this very differently. We want people to actually have a smaller gap between like the one of the biggest whale servers, and also people that enjoy the game and didn't actually spend too much, right? If you have like 5 to 10 people, you can just take down the biggest whale servers without a problem. But that way we need to have a new way to actually generate revenues as well, right? Without VAP, if people can trade freely on without VAP, people would just just trade everything in games. We couldn't generate revenue from the marketplaces, and as well people would just spin multiple accounts to like farm cities and just trade between each others, right? So the way it works is actually a very good way to actually safeguard the economy as well, and also generate enough of revenues for the game to be in a healthy stage. And as well, for people that actually play, VP is a it's a must-have anyway. So most of the people that actually play daily, you're able to get all the benefits and without having any kind of problems there.
Yeah, I think it's a good way to prevent like bots and like all those like, how you call it, like gangsters, like a train of gangsters. When you see a map and then there's like 10, 20 characters like walking at the same way to farm. I think this VIP actually a good way to prevent like all those stuff. Yeah.
The pack should be tradable on Amazon. Yes, the pack should be tradable, and it will be tradable as well. So it's just gonna be just like 1 week into the game.
Yeah, we'll try to make it like, yeah, as fast as we can. Just make sure everyone's like having fun in the game. Yeah. So
we're gonna have just one server. Yeah, sorry. Just gonna answer.
Yeah, we're gonna have one server. Jaren can.
Yeah, that is a bug. We need to remove it. We actually already removed that bug before, but not sure like how did it came back. The server name. Just wait. I think it's gonna be public very soon.
Okay. So there's the airdrop quest and leaderboard in open beta. So is there gonna be like the leaderboard follow like the closed beta
Yeah.
too?
Just wait for this. It's gonna for leaderboard for open beta for the grand launch. We're gonna have a new many more like quests for everyone to enjoy for the grand launch as well. So yeah, just wait for the like the grand launch quest, which is probably gonna be announced tomorrow, hopefully, and like everyone can just like start climbing the leaderboard again.
I like the name, like Jaren server.
Definitely not. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just let me just scroll through some of the questions here. The Genesis land minting will be on Ronin launchpad, so that is where it's gonna be. The land, okay, that is really answered.
The provide package, like how to purchase package using Ron. I think we don't have Ron available yet, right? For now.
Sorry, which question?
Someone was asking like, can someone provide a guide on how to purchase package using Ron?
Oh yeah, I mean you can, because the Scammer store accept any coins, so you can just choose your like Ron as a payment, and then you able to make it work.
Okay. What about like future patches? Like would we have a roadmap for it? Like in April, what patch would we see in May, June, or next year? Or is it like surprise?
The patch couldn't be public because then like it actually like affect the economy quite significantly. So everyone needs to know at the exact same time. That's how it works.
So yeah, imagine like there's items that this patch like it's like worthless in this patch, right? And then suddenly next patch you need this item for like building something, right? So I think the patch thing, yeah, that's why we say like it's still we don't want to release it earlier.
Someone said that there's a big gap between players who got like 300 pack on day one and those who didn't. Not really. I mean, like even without the pack, you can like if you compare like the gold package, right, and the silver package, I would even say that the silver package in terms of like like the dollar wise is actually more effective comparing to the gold package without the title, because I think the most important item in the gold package is the title itself, right? That give you a all stat for 5, but the silver package is all stat for 3, right? Is the difference here is not significant, and you wouldn't even know about it at all, right? But for the best player in the servers to actually maximize everything, then the gold package is needed here. I mean, the way it works is very funny, right? We actually just chilling, like selling packages, and then like something just picked up, people just like start scooping. They have like almost a week to buy, and then they like most of them just miss it because they just wait for the last day, right? So next time you don't need to FOMO into something like in the last day. If you believe in it, just buy it. If you can, without need to worry much.
Hey, do you need like all the packages, like since there's titles, right? Is it stackable for the titles?
No, it's not stackable. You only need one, right? But for the biggest spender, if you love Ragnarok like me, the way it works is you need 3 of the costume of each packages. You need like the bronze packages, 3 of them. You need the silver packages, 3 of them, and the gold package, 3 of them for the collections, and 3 stones for the like for the angel stone for to slot it as well. Yeah, believe in something, guys. Like I have been telling everyone that since like very early days that you don't need to worry if you like to play the game just buy the pre-sale packs. Don't need to worry about like getting underwaters. I want people to play and enjoy the game. That's all too.
And let me go through some questions. Yeah, we already answered the VIPs thing. Seke. Like we need VIPs just to like prevent like to make sure that the economy in the game is like working properly. Without the VIPs, there's gonna be like bots. There's gonna be like people pumping accounts, tons of characters, and that won't like the server won't last long with it. Yeah. Do you intend to during like do we intend to like improve the drop rate so that people can farm Sunny like better? Oh, I think this one we already answered, right? Like
Yeah, we answered that, right? Like
Yeah.
the drop rate will be similar to CBT2, but we will make everyone life much easier. By providing like each milestones levels. There's also many like booster events as well. So it's not gonna be just flat drop rate like that all the time. So you need to learn how to actually farm the right monsters. You need to learn how to like sustain. Don't just okay, I'm reaching level 10. I need to hit level 20 monsters. That's not how it works, right? So slow down the
So there-
progressions. Is much easier and fun to play that way.
So to like make things easier to understand, there's gonna be like some bonus maps, right? Like you can go to these places and then there's gonna be like a bonus experience. This is something like that, or
It's
bonus.
gonna be like, for example, weekends. We might have some boosters. We have some, like a multipliers for some events here and there. Yeah. So the economy actually have a tons of like simulations, and trust me, it works. It's not that hard as everyone thinks. It's fun to do it.
So yeah, I think there's many people actually like wanna do some contents. I'm sure everyone loves content, right? And everyone love to like go through some like guides or tricks to play the games. So we start a creator program, right? Creator and collab program. What is it like? Jaren, can you give us like more details on the creator program?
So the creator program is pretty simple. I think everyone here knows about what creator program is. Like just come in, play the game, enjoy the game. Contribute into like the Genesis, Ragnarok Genesis, create content. Like stream, and then like with that, we also when you want to give back, like whitelist, guarantee list, or some even like free mint for the creators. On top of that, we also have like like a community packages to give out to creators as well. But like it doesn't matter if you have a role or not. If we like see you like quite often, like you just enjoy the game, like posting content with like with love, playing for real, then you don't need to worry. We always love to reward like people that enjoy our game.
Yep. So let me see.
When release, actually, I mean the top 1 to 50 guarantee list is actually really snapshot. So if you already see yourself, like yesterday before the leaderboard updated in the top 50, then it's already snapshot. We have the official announcement after this, but yeah, it's really snapshot. If you're already in there, then don't need to worry about it. Yes, CBT1. Kalino, you keep asking this question again and again and again. So yes, CBT1 players will get something if you reach certain, like on the leaderboard. So stop asking me these questions. Stop.
So I think it's redact token leak, please. I'm sure everyone can guess.
I mean, it looks obvious until it's not. But this is probably the only thing that I couldn't leak anything. So stay tuned. It's there for a reason, and like it's there for a very big reason, and they have like good synergies with the land as well.
So is it gonna be drop like the same like the drop rate for the MVPs? Is it gonna be box or is it gonna be like items?
No. The MVP is a like the item drop on the floor as well. But then you have this like cool box as well. So both. If you bought pre-sale packs but you're not in 100, or including any first come first served list, let's keep it this way. I think all the pre-sales buyers will enter the first come first serve round as well, and I'm not sure it's gonna reach that round, but yes, if there's something left there, then you're able to mint some.
So I'm sure there's Web 2 players like some people aren't like actually into Web 3. So what can you explain more about the Genesis like guarantee land mint? Do the person has to pay, or is it like guarantee that the land gonna be your
so basically the land have a only like 1000 supply, and the way it works is you need to actually like get the mint spot before you're able to buy it, right? So you need to pay $100, but it's not everyone just pay $100 and you're gonna get that item. You need to have a spot first, and then if you have the spot and you can pay $100 to get the items, right? So there are a lot of demands, so we wanted to limit to the best players and the people that enjoy the game, the people that support the game, to get this portion of the supply first, and then whatever is left over that is not in the in the guarantee spot, then it's going to be in public sales. I think this is a good question. What is your plan to handle the situations after player reach level 90 and all of the Sen token have been distributed? I would say this is a very straightforward question. Like the Sen token there is not to actually like try to convince anyone to play the game. It's there for like to make sure that the Sentry economy and the Maxon economy is close and tight as well, right? Sentry, the company itself, is profitable. Last year we did 40 million revenues, probably one of the biggest revenue generators in Web3 games. So we wanted to build a sustainable business, right? So we able to give out the tokens and we were able to buy back more than that, like 10 times. So that is not a problem, and also the amount that we give out is very tiny comparing to our market cap as well. So that on top of that, how are you gonna keep people that keep playing until you reach level 100, right? It's the same question as that, like how are you gonna keep people once they accomplish anything in their life? You always find more competitions. Once you actually play the game until you're level 100, there's so many things to do in the game. Like one of the hardest dungeon, like the endless towers, the guild war, the PvP, the end games, the like grindings never stop, right? And that is what we gonna make the game experience so good that it's not about earning anymore. It's not about I just want to get the tokens, I want to get the redacted tokens and like Sentry tokens, but you're gonna start with the game, right? That's the plan.
So I think people asking about like the War of Imperium, like when would we like start having it?
I mean, at least you guys should reach level 70 first before asking that questions. So just give it a bit of time before like the UE. You guys are asking for the UE already. Like let's see let's see next week what your level is gonna be, right? And if everyone's ready, then yeah, we will bring it then.
What about like the second class, like 2-2 class?
Yeah. The second class will come not too close, but also not too far as well. The reason we didn't actually want to introduce those class immediately, we want people to actually test out, like the like the 2-1 classes first, and then like the before bringing the new classes coming in, right? Because eventually, if you wanted to play this game seriously, you need to actually have like 12 characters in the slot to have the full buff of the union system. So eventually you need to play every characters anyway. So we wanted to like slowly create a progression for every characters, every account, so they can like slowly grinding up.
Okay. What about like? Let me see.
Will some collections from Ronin will be integrated in the game? Yes. Obviously yes. Yeah. They're gonna come in as a pet, a new MVP. Like, and then those MVP could drop their tokens, etc., etc. A lot of fun about like collaborations between the ecosystem.
I think people are asking for a whitelist already for the lands. Like, would content creators got some whitelist giveaway for the communities?
Yes. Depend on which creators, of course.
Yeah, you can contact like the team to get yourself on the list or something.
Yes, the Landverse will be on Ronin Launchpad, yes.
So, cute Asian girls will be at RLG soon.
I'm not gonna say anything about that yet. One second. Does Gravity license allow you guys to custom modification of the game itself? So yes, we could do that, and like a seasonal based service is something we already look into. So stay tuned. We have some cool ideas around that as well.
I think people are want to know more about like relationship between like Zentry and Maxion. Like since it seems like we are a very close relationship. Can you explain more? Like what's the full relationship here?
Yeah. So Sentry actually like basically we hold a very significant amount of majorities of the shares of Maxions. So you can say that we are very close partner, and like the Genesis server is the one that operated by like Maxion and Sentry. Other servers is operated before is from Maxion itself. So I would say they basically Maxion is our like flagship Web3 game publishers and game studios in that sense.
Tokenomics, that's like we'll see. So there's gonna be like bugs and everything, right? Would we have like bug bounties or anything in the game as well?
Of course, if you found a bug, of course, please report it. If it's a valid bug, then always there's gonna be a bug bounty program on top of that. When tokenomics, who said there's gonna be new tokens? I didn't say anything, so yeah.
I'm going through like
the item of the database will be updated before like the game live.
So during you play like previous servers on Ragnarok Landverse as well. What's like the biggest difference that you think this server is like compared to like the previous servers? Like,
I would say the biggest different point of Genesis is that we want people to enjoy the game, right? Here's the thing, guys. If you want to build a game, there are so many ways to actually like find to make a game successful. Like you just build a MMORPG that like have a scaling power. Like just give the whale as much as power as you can, then just keep top up here and there. But the people that like spending less will have like zero chance to compete, right? The Genesis way, the very different way, that how is the biggest difference is we want to create a balance around this, right? We want people to actually gather together, create the biggest guild, and dominate, the biggest spender as well, right? Is it hard? Yes, but with more players, you can actually overcome big players as well, right? This create a very nice dynamic between like players, amount of players, the big spenders. Like let's say you the UOE defending a castle. Like you have a guild that let's say a 200 people, just like spamming in, like you should able to win that guild, right? Not without like a 1-200 like well. So it's gonna be more balanced. There's not gonna be any kind of like overpowered items in the game. Make sure that it's fair for everyone.
So yeah, there's announcement from Gravity that there's gonna be Landverse in Latin America later this year. Is it like ours as well?
Anything under Landverse is under Maxion, yes. But about the Latin America servers, I couldn't comment on that yet.
Okay.
The integrations ranking of the players who make purchase on Ronin and Maxion is equals to no. So here's the thing, right? Like this, we are the only first probably marketplace that integrated with probably the second. I think the first one is probably Avron. So it doesn't matter, like you use Maxion marketplace or Ronin marketplace. It actually, like it's the same marketplace behind the scene, right? But the difference here is the front end. The Maxion marketplace is tailored to make your experience in buying items specifically for the Landverse game easier. But for like the Ronin marketplace, it's more like generic one.
I think people are asking us about like the database because there's
Oh yeah,
like
it's gonna be updated before the game launch, so stay tuned.
And like I'm sure there's people on the Landverse, like Ragnarok Landverse, like the first launch, they want a return rate. So is there how would we support and welcome those returning players?
For the sorry, can you repeat that question again?
Like the Landverse, like the first version, like the very first version of Ragnarok Landverse, that want to come to like or any other version that want to come to Genesis.
Oh yeah,
there...
for the global service players, as everyone know already, we have a like a welcome quest for global players. If you reach certain milestones, if your like level, if your characters have a 1,200 union, and a bunch of stuff, right? So you're able to get like free event, gold packages, silver packages, and a bunch of like free stuff as well. So that is already included, as everyone know. Is custom GRF allowed? No, but if you know what you're doing, I mean, it's not like it's not like like it's not gonna be like we're gonna ban you instantly. We need to know what is that, is there like what custom GRF is you're using, and if it's giving a bigger competitive comparing to the others, then yes, we're not gonna allow it. Yeah. It's gonna be, it should be fair for everyone, right? There's a lot of stuff that is fixable in game, so you shouldn't use any like the third party that is not allowed. There's some stuff that is like for our players is a must have. For example, like macro, that is pretty normal. So yeah.
Is ancient coin mintable? Like the one that I think we say is like not tradable on the.
It's not tradable in game, but you can mint and sell it on marketplace.
Is macro legal?
Yeah, I would say, like, I mean, to be honest, macro is part of like the RO games since forever. So if you say that it's illegal, then it's probably not able to justify that.
Yeah, just make sure it's not like. Yeah, we'll try to balance it. Automatic play, please. Yeah, we have automatic player like items for you. Like if you play in closed beta test, we have those auto players for you to test, and it's actually pretty like upgraded for farmings and yeah. So when global rewards can the boss monsters drop cards?
Yes, every boss monster drop cards. I mean, if you're lucky enough, of course.
Is it hard to drop cards like compared to like others?
Of course. I mean, it's not hard compared to the others. The rate is the same, but you know, like you need to kill like probability-wise, you need to kill like 10,000 MVP bosses. So if you're able to do that, then yeah.
Oh, I think this suggestion is not bad. Like, can you let like the new players like experience some features like one day VIP or one day auto players? I think it's not.
Yeah, I mean, we have planned for that as well. So stay tuned for new players. Do you have plan to host a like LLG championship in 2025? Not gonna say anything, but the MMORPG for Genesis is gonna be pretty fun and like it's gonna be very rewarding as well.
We haven't released date for the two jobs yet.
I mean, we can have like like the slot. I mean, it's not finalized yet, but if we have the final answers, I'll let you guys know. But yeah, like the championship for Genesis, we have its own slots. Yeah.
What about Battle Pass? Are we gonna have Battle Pass? I think
Yes, but the battle pass is more making your life easier. It's not gonna be like like some OP items.
yeah. What about like all card album? I think people are asking for like items right now. Like, is there gonna be like those items? Yeah, I think VIP one day may not work, but yeah, we used to have in older version we had like how to call it?
No, the MP card is level 5. Is tier 5, so you couldn't roll into that. I guess I need to double check that, but yeah, that's what I know.
In previous version we have like Nova, like the big Nova, right? And then we have small Nova that actually cuts some features off. Maybe we can like let a new player taste some features, something like that as well. So stay tuned. There might be items for new players to experience those like features without like ruining the balance in the games. Yeah. We'll update the database before the launch. Don't worry about it. How many accounts per device? I think this one is like, yeah.
We did reply like 100 times on Discord. Come on, you really mean like 100 times as well. Why you keep asking these same questions?
There's 3 clients and 5 IP, and like if you're on internet cafe, that's a different thing. Nova sub is not expensive. Of course, like the big Nova is not cheap, but we also have like mini Nova as well if you wanted to do. But at the end of the day, you don't really need Nova to play, so you can just enjoy the game without it.
Yeah, Nova actually makes your life easier though, for the very beginning.
So there's probably not gonna be alliance in the guild. I need to confirm with the gaming team, but we don't want people to just like stick like create like a 5 guild alliance and then like just control everything. So everyone should be part of the game. Yeah. No, it's 32 for the cap for the guild. It's either 32 or 36. I couldn't remember the number exactly.
What about pets, right? So can we like mint pets to sell?
You can mint epic pet, not the rare.
Would there be a free 8 hours bot daily for VIP? There's gonna be a. I don't think there's gonna be free 8 hours bot, but there's gonna be like automated player for you to use to buy and bot. There's gonna be like a package, so it might be cheaper. It might be like more
The number of the member of the guild. I need to confirm again. Please don't take my word. Seriously, for this answer, I couldn't remember, guys. There's too many informations.
What about mobile version? Like I'm sure there's people looking forward for a mobile version. Myself included.
I mean, the mobile version is for you to check in the games here and there, but full experience is gonna be on PC. Like it's impossible for you to play on mobile and like compete with the PC players. But the mobile versions is gonna be coming not too far. But like the experience the main experience is gonna be on PC.
What about like MacBook version? Like yeah.
Yes,
Can you play on?
the MacBook version. We will have way for you guys to play. So stay tuned. On that.
Seasonal. What about like seasonal competition, like assassins, like the strongest assassins of the server, or
Yes, there's gonna be battleground. You remember the CBT1 bug that you click and then it crash? We fixed that, so don't worry.
there's zero land everywhere right now, so yeah.
And we only give out like the Genesis main spot, so it's not like giving out anything. Like to date, we probably give out around probably 300 of the spots total. That is reserved, not like given out yet. And we're probably gonna have around like 500 to 600 guaranteed spots. The rest is gonna be like a over allocated first come first serve whitelist round, and then it's gonna be public. But I don't think it's gonna reach public yet.
I think for mobile, it is like hard to play. It's just like for you to like make sure your character is like still alive and other stuff, but not really like playable, like play compared to like when you play on the PC.
The marketplace on Ronin is going up when the game is up. Yes. It could be immediate. It could be just a few days after. But the marketplace will be live very closely when the game launches. The global quest items for RV global players, you probably able to claim your items before the close beta. So you should able to get all the items, including the burn land stuff, before the game starts, or the same day of the game start, or maybe just like 1 or 2 days. It's gonna be very close.
So when
Yeah. No, it's not gonna be airdrop to us on OBT. I mean, in your dream. No, Eden headquarters is gonna be. It's not gonna be there.
So can you rent the land, or can you like borrow it?
No, the land is not Nova buff. Yeah, it's not the same as the land you know before from the global. Is there any other way to earn max point during OBT? Maybe. Who knows? Just keep watching the Discord and the game announcements.
So yeah, you guys should like definitely like get on Discord every day, because like there's always like codes, there's always like item codes from now and then. So yeah, don't miss it. Max is level 100. Land perk league. It's a little hard to believe that we almost got double cost of the gold package in send 3 tokens. Yeah, we already talked about like the cost of the gold package in Sentry tokens, the max rate. So the max point, we have maximum of like 3,000 max, which is like 10 gold box.
This is the funny
yeah.
part of like the Web3, right? Like everyone just loves speculations, and then like when we provide something that is looks too good to be true, people don't started to not believe it. But then when there's a like let's say a launch pad with tokens, with unknown certainty, everyone would just like, I'm just gonna buy all of that, right? So that's how like the Web3 community works. Do you want to make something different? You can speculate with the land later on,
Yeah.
but
So
yeah, the vesting itself is already embedded in the game, so you need to reach level 100. That is the vesting, and if you thought reaching a level 100 is gonna be that easy, then you can try it. Yeah. I mean, it's not impossible, but you need
Oh.
you need to know how to play.
So is there a time for 1,200 union in global, or is it a deadline?
I think there's a cutoff. Probably like a month. I need to double check that.
So there's a new mechanics, right? So is there gonna be like use case for those outdated contents? Like taming items, let's say, for example.
I'm not sure about that. I need to double check with the team, but I think most of the game content, there's like some use case for it. Let me scroll up a bit on all the questions. I think
I'm going through questions
we
as well.
answered like a lot of questions here.
So
Daddy Kim
the
one-man army. Yeah, I think so. The biggest whale in the Ragnarok games.
he's actually rank 1 right now on the leaderboard. Is it like I saw him rank 1 like few hours ago. I don't think anyone beat that yet. It's like almost 30k. Will monster loot box will be removed from the OBT?
Where's that question again?
Like, is the loot box removed from the OBT? Like, or is it gonna be on the OBT?
It's gonna be on the OBT. So like the biggest reason we removed the loot box mechanisms is I would say, I mean, like I wanted to bring back the experience of a MMO game that you feel excited again to get something from a loot drop. I think like the loot boxes actually remove that experience out. There's many other ways to actually control the economies. So yeah, that's the biggest reason. There's gonna be endless as well. There's gonna be much more content on the PVE side for players. Not just like like GVG, Guild War, and PvP. So there's gonna be dungeon instances. There's gonna be like a weekly dungeon instances. Like that open up for some days. Different giving out different items, different loot. Yeah, so it's gonna be fun for people that doesn't enjoy like Guild War and just enjoying like killing monsters as well. No, there's no mercenaries. You need to you need to like play your own. You can hire any mercenaries. No, we are not gonna bring back the loot box. There's no loot box for that. All of that, everything in the pre-sale gold package is not tradable, and it's not mintable as well.
All right. Duplicate wings not mintable, like those wings and all those like.
No, you can mint it. This is only for the pre-sale gold package for the global players that have like event tag, so you couldn't mint that.
Okay. So it's like for those that got from the Landverse Global, like the very first that they got the packages, right? That's for play only, not the mint.
Yeah.
So is there gonna be marriage?
I think we already have that, but I'm not sure like is enabled in CBT. Yeah, you can marry in game. Is there any deadline for getting 1,500 Union Global? Yes, I think there's a snapshot for it. I'm not exactly sure the date. I'll let you know later on. Yes. The items that you played from CBT 1 and CBT 2, you'll get on OBT.
I think. Is the marriage gonna be like do you need to be different sex characters, or is it like do we have like
I don't exactly know, but you know, we are quite open, so
should we like do LGBTQ?
The marriage skill is nerfed, so if you're gonna marriage for SB transfer, then there's a very long cooldown.
Tower of Tights? I think it's gonna be quite a while until we release that.
Yeah, there's gonna be a Tower of Tides, but not too soon.
Undershirt.
Undershirt, not on monsters, but you might need to gamble to get it somehow. You can play some casinos to get it, I guess.
So why we give only like global players and not other servers?
You can buy the 3 carat and then you walk to Komodo and then you like just spend like I don't know 15 million Sani to try to get it. I mean, you know, I mean there's a slot there as well, right? Like you might get a other shirt slot, so who knows.
So like people would like to spend on the first day or first month. Like what do you think like should be like the like bare minimum budget if you want to spend, right?
Yeah.
During
So everyone don't try to farm personnel on OBT, guys. It doesn't drop other shirt.
So how much?
Sorry,
how much?
Sorry, yeah. How much?
Yeah.
Right? I mean, it totally depends on the budget. Like you know, like if you, let's say if you want to play, let's say you have $100, right? I think starting with a silver package could bring you a very far into the game. Or there's another way as well. You can just, you know, like top up Moonstone, wait for some events, and then you know like have like you know just top up Moonstone, buy VIP and bots, and keep the rest to buy good items and equipment on the marketplace. That also is a way to bring you much further in the game.
I think Volkius is like asking like, does it feel like making people leave global to enter Genesis for the compensations and everything?
I mean, it's quite different because like Genesis is run by Sentry, and it's just a way to like give back to like the Landverse communities before we actually got it right. So we didn't have all the informations between like the old servers, but it's more like a give back to the communities than like trying to make people leave global into Genesis. It's just undershirt that doesn't drop. Not including the Ilu and Ori for enchanting.
Can we get a personalized wiki for this server?
Yeah, that should be updated in our own website and also as well on the Divine Tribe there on as well. The wasting period is the level of your characters. I mean, for century conversions.
How can you assure us that there will be no favors given to popular individuals like creators with a lot of followers or guild leaders, friends of admin?
It's impossible for that to happen. Like so here's the thing, right? Like the Ragnarok Landverse is the only game publisher in the world that able to launch a official Ragnarok Online version outside from Gravity itself, right? And everything is audited. Everything is is transparent. So there's no way we could just just bring up items. I mean, I did that a lot in closed beta too, but it's not gonna be on OBT.
Now I know why this question come from. like okay.
Yeah, I give a lot of like items for many people in like game events. So yeah.
Okay. Okay, can consider the BOE schedule from global to not overlap Genesis or any other servers.
Yeah, we need to look into that, but we will make sure that it accommodate most of the players that we know.
Now people asking you for poo-poo hats or for the OBT.
What happens when our levels is far off? You can still drop it. Yeah, the game guide on the closed beta is wrong. So you can still definitely drop it even your level is different.
So the rewards from the global is it the same as the pre-sale packages? It's the same, right?
Yeah, without the moonstones, but yeah, like all the items inside there you couldn't trade. You couldn't mint as well.
Is there gonna be a scam on Marok again?
Yeah, I mean, even like closed beta, we have like Kafar, like scamming people. So please beware, guys. This thing happened 20 years ago. Let's don't repeat that.
I think it's gonna happen again, but yeah. Yeah, take care of yourself. Marok is like, wow. How many lands can one account burn to convert it into Genesis?
One. Just one land.
Oh, people are asking for Sentry stakers are asking for like some items.
Yeah, just wait for the dropped. It's gonna be not too far.
Daily experience quest board, can you implement it other than East Loot? Like can you put it on other towns as well?
Yeah, I mean you might need to upgrade your Nova Pass and you can bring that NPC. Come on, guys.
how-
If you just don't want to walk anywhere, we can just put every single NPC in the same place. But just walk around the cities a bit.
So like the Ori Ilu only drop in mining maps like how can normal people actually contest with it? Like it's so hard to like get it if you're not like top spenders.
So here's the thing, right? Like the map is very big, right? And if you didn't actually build your characters good enough, then you could just farm, like items, farm city, and just like buy those, materials from them later on. Eventually, we gonna have there's multiple way to drop, like those enchanting stones. It's not gonna be just in Yggdrasil. There's gonna be events, dungeons, many more stuff that not just like gated by the YG maps. So yeah, in the beginning, yes, like the best players get the best items, but it's not the only way. So we want people to enjoy their own content as well.
People want economic capital to go back tomorrow, not Islud.
Yeah, the reason we choose is Loot because it's small enough, and like we just want people to come, talks there, like just kind of like stays there, right?
So, does BS still drop ores?
Yes, but not the mandatory ores that we remove it, right? So the Illumin already. Yeah, that's why why the way we work here is that we want to onboard new players. Is the game is complex and it's not just like simple clicking game. So when new players coming in, we have a way to onboard them. Like let them get started to the game much easier. Once they get to know like the Ragnarok IP, everyone will just make sure that they play. There's gonna be only one server. There's gonna be only one server. Yes.
When
Not
will the
soon.
AI agent be integrated?
Yeah, the first AI agents that we're gonna bring in is Kafar. So, there's gonna be an AI agent Kafar that's gonna answer everyone questions that keep asking again and again the same question whole day, whole night. So we can just like bring our like human Kafar to play.
Would we review the final GTD whitelist list from airdrop?
Yes, the top 50, yes.
Oh, is there a plan to improve party matchmaking for each dungeon?
Not really. I think like the matchmaking for the dungeon is, I mean the party probably yes, but let's see.
Okay, I think most of the questions are here. But oh, would there be a race for 299?
Yes. For each character as well. So stay tuned.
Okay.
Make sure that he can count items. I don't think he needs that command. I think he can just use his wallet to do it.
Okay.
Will my acolyte reach level 100 before monk release? You can try. I think probably the same time. I think that is probably the same similar date.
Depends on your farming skill. Maybe you die too much and then it's like still 90.
Yeah, you can be the battle acolyte at the 100.
So we had battle mage before, eh? like on the first AMA we had like Jarin battle mage. So maybe you guys can see like a new way of playing. Okay, guys. Oh yeah, people asking for your battle mage again. Jarin.
I'm in the grand launch. I'm gonna play wizard. So yeah, there's gonna be a half-baked battle mage. Yes.
Well, everyone waiting for the battle mage.
Wait, they are dodging the land leaderboard questions and whitelist. I'm not dodging it. That's so many questions here. Land whitelist from 80 points before pre-sale leaderboard or after pre-sale leaderboard. What does it even mean?
Yeah, buying more pre-sale packages. It's running out. It's like, wait, there's only like 800 something silver left.
No, the pre-sale leaderboard extended for the sales. So I mean, we have some requests from not the like the Web3 communities, but like the RO communities outside that they wanted to like asking us to extend the pre-sale a bit into the game, probably like 1 to 2 days into the game. But if there's any cutoff or the pre-sale, that's probably gonna happen before that. But like if we really wanted to extend into the game, we make sure that the cutoff is before the game starts. Yeah, I think we have been talking for an hour and a half. Let's just give it more like 5 minutes more, and then just like close this down, so everyone can prepare. Like get some rest and prepare for the official launch.
Yeah, we won't have rest. Like we probably be up for a while for the official launch during the day.
I already leaked so many benefits of the land.
I think they're in League like 10 earlier. I'll recap a bit. Like there's gonna be
There's no recap. There's no recap. He's late.
there's no recap. Okay, sorry guys. My boss say no recap. So yeah. How many covers are actually males? I don't know. No idea.
The top 50 from 80 points land whitelist will be for the pre-sale leaderboard. Yes, the top 50 in close beta 2 is already locked down, and we can just we're gonna announce it like after this. Like if you already in the top 50 before the CB2 before the leaderboard updated, then you already got it. Or you're just gonna officially announce it later on.
Oh yeah, you were asking like you were gonna leak something earlier.
That's
one that
already is about, guys. The server. Yeah, just ignore it. We are fixing that.
Okay, guys. I think there's mostly like the questions running out.
Yeah, I think we are good for an hour and a half. It's been, I would say, a bit too long for the AMA. No more league, guys. I need some rest. Make sure that you and everyone should rest as well, especially your computers. So, take a 24 hours rest, and then you can wake up for 72 hours later on when the game launch.
Yeah, there's only one starter, one servers. So yeah, guys, really thanks for being with us here today. Yeah, have fun in the OBTs, and yeah, hunt for Darin, guys. Hunt for Darin.
Yeah, see you,
Anyone?
Monitor. It's gonna be very, very fun. I would say that.
Alright, thanks.
All right, thanks, guys.
Thanks,
See you
guys. Yeah.
over there. If you have any more questions, see you in the general chat. As always, I will just answer all the questions you guys have. And yep, see you. Thanks, guys.
See ya. Bye.
Alright, guys, that's it for today's MA Discord. But then, since we are not yet, we're still going to continue our live stream for more, for at least 20 minutes until we reach the 2 hours. Anyway, so just comment down below what have you thought about the AMA. To be honest, I don't understand much about it, but we we will figure it out someday. So I'm gonna close the Discord now. So yeah, let's continue the fight. So right now I'm currently level 65 and was able to me. I'm having a I'm having a fever. By the way, still have a fever. Even though I have a fever, I still need to continue streaming, for the community. Alright guys, that's it for today's videos. Thank you very much. This is your Tito Gura. I hope that you subscribe to my channel so that we could build a healthy community of Ragnarok Online. So I'll see you again tomorrow. Goodbye, sweet dreams, God bless.
Ooh. Ooh, ooh. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Ooh. Ooh, ooh. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Ooh. Ooh, ooh. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Ooh.初めて会った時場所